There are these masks that Stampin' Up makes, which are really thick stencils. And if you notice, I didn't clean this one as well as I should have, but it actually still works just fine, so I'm okay with that. I made it work. And they're just a Mylar, but a thicker Mylar. And I like that they come dark because the paste is white, so you can tell where you are. Then you need the embossing paste. It comes in this container. Embossing paste. It's 4 ounces, and Stampin' Up has had people call and say, hey, I didn't get enough in there. I've used about like a third of it, and I've made a lot of projects, so it's a pretty good value. It does last. Hello, person number 2. Then these are palette knives that come with it, and there are 3 different ones with 3 different names, and I don't know which one is which. This is my favorite one. I like the point and the flex, and that's why it's colored, because if you'll see in a little bit I made some colored stuff, and that was pretty awesome. So we got paste. We got this is a silicone mat. It's something we sell, and I've been using it for adhesive, but embossing paste does wash off it quite well, so it is a handy little thing to have. First card is just embossing paste on cardstock. And here's my example. And these little clouds, I mean, I just thought baby card immediately. Absolutely 100%. So we're going to use this mask and this to create this. So, piece of cardstock. Now I cut this cardstock differently than I cut that one, but it's the same cardstock. I'm going to kind of move that over there. And then what I do is I use my painter's tape. Good thing I bought this. To tape down the paper, but I want to make sure I'm kind of careful. So I do tape down the paper, but if you notice, this card is going to have a lot of stuff on it. So I try to be kind of careful. I don't squish it in the cardstock too much. Oh, got that. And then you also tape the mask down, and that's just to make it so it doesn't move as much. And really awesome demonstrators have taught me this, so I'm going with it. And because I can be a messy human, you know, I learned on this card, this was my first card, I got a little bit like part of a cloud up there, so I'm going to make sure this time that doesn't happen. So I'm going to set my thing on here the way I want it, but I didn't want it showing the blue tape. There we go. So let's see, I'm okay with half a cloud on the bottom, but not on the top. Okay, so now I'm just going to strategically place some tape to hold this mat in place while I put the paste on. The paste comes white, as you see, and it gets kind of crunchy if you know, if you let it dry. So it did get crunchy up here. I must have let it dry. See that? I mean, it sounds like when I was a kid and we had paste. My students don't even know what paste is. Okay, so I just take a little bit out, and that's probably how it got messy on the lid. A little bit. Pretty awesome. And then you just kind of smear it like you're putting really soft cream cheese on a bagel, I guess. Smear. And then you can tell that there's some bubbles that go away, and it keeps adding up onto the top of this particular tool. It kind of ends up going where I want it. I might need more. It just takes some finesse, but really it's like you're painting and smooth it. See that? Now I just put a big divot in that cloud, so I want to smooth that over again. See? Pretty cool. I like to get them all. I don't want them to wiggle a lot. I don't really like the wiggle factor. Need a little extra. Misjudged it, which is good. Let's see. Keep going. Oops, I just went off. Now that's going to be interesting later, but we'll deal with that problem. It'll be harder to do my next project with. There's a bunch of embossing paste there, but don't worry. I got this. And so I'm covering the whole piece here. And then I'm just going to lightly lift up to get rid of anything I don't like. Like there's a little line in there, so I'm going to put a little extra in here. See, paint on it. Try again, scooch it up. Ooh, that was a good one. Now I'm going to get rid of the excess. It's hardest on the bottom here where there's half a cloud, just so you know, or where there's extra piling up. There's a streak, I don't really want that. This big streak thing. Another one. Thicker is a little better, otherwise they look kind of fake, or faded, I mean. I didn't mean fake. They are fake. I mean, no clouds look like that, but cute baby cards. Okay. See, I can keep adding more and more to make it a little, because I might have gone in a little too deep when I scraped. It's just very cool stuff. Okay, oops. Well, I guess I'll get in that one now. Alright, this side, the edge good. Okay, I'm good. Looks pretty good. Feels pretty good. So now I'm going to just peel this up. Alright, so now look at that. Isn't that awesome?